Not a design principle, but one of the questions I have received many times related to process mining. I have this and that situation. Can I use process mining to get insights? The short answer, yes. The end. The longer answer, yes. But just because you can doesn't mean you should. Not today's episode. And now the T with T answer. It is most likely a logical issue, not a technological one. Today, I will just assume that you know that process mining usually needs a CAT, the case, the activity, the timestamp. And yes, I am not going into the topic of traversal multi-case event logs and all that just today. Again, not. Let me approach my answer from multiple angles more. When I said logical, you probably would agree with me that the concept of logic, like A is greater than B is greater than C, means that A is greater than C, existed already before we have had relational databases or entity relationship diagrams. Like gravity existed before Isaac Newton discovered it, or Mozart did not compose classical music. Or that if Adam had 3 brothers called Fred, Brett, and Ted, that Adam still would be called Adam, not Matt or Chad. That's logical, not technological. But it is true, process mining always works if you can do what in SQL language we could call an inner join, and if you're nice and lenient, even a left join. This technological representation is, by the way, only a model of a logical question. Whether it makes sense is not part of today's episode. Yes, I'm repeating myself on a loop. Going back to our topic. If you can connect data like quotations to sales orders to invoices, then yes, you might have a lead to cash process mining use case. However, since not every quotation will become a sales order and therefore no invoices could be created for a non-existing sales order, do not expect that every quotation has an invoice. That's logical, not technological. Forgive me for being basic, but that's fundamental for today's episode. So let me give you some other examples. I have a sustainability use case where I want to track the CO2 consumption of each and every activity in my procurement process. Can do or no can do. If I do not have the data of how much CO2 is consumed at every activity, I could only associate a value to the activity after it happens. If I do not know which value of CO2 I want to associate, or I don't want to live with assumptions, tough luck, tough love. Also, if I said I want every activity of my process to be tracked, can I define what every activity means? And do those activities happen in IT systems with electronic data? Or are they maybe thoughts, dreams, and ideas in my head only? That's a logical topic. The solution might be technological, for example in an ETL use case, but do not blame technology for the lack of logic. I know, I should have kept it at the short answer, but this 3-minute ramble is just the time I needed for my tea to be perfect.